Stocks open slightly higher on Wall Street as momentum cools. New York, AP, stocks are edging higher in early trading on Wall Street a day after major indexes set their latest record highs. The market's momentum is easing after a rally inspired by hopes over a potential trade truce between the US and China. Banks, retailers and energy companies led the early gains Tuesday. The S&P 500 index rose 2 points, or 0.1%, to 3,194. The Dow Jones Industrial Average added 23 points, or 0.1%, to 28,260. The Nasdaq was little changed at 8,813. Bond prices rose. The yield on the 10-year Treasury note fell to 1.87%. This is a breaking news update. AP's earlier story follows below. Stock markets eased back on Tuesday after hopes over Brexit and a trade truce between the US and China had led to a rally and new record highs on Wall Street. Germany's DAX slipped 0.7% to 13,315 in midday trading, while France's CAC 40 lost nearly 0.2% to 5,972. Britain's FTSE 100 fell 0.1% to 7,509. U.S. shares pointed toward a slightly lower open in pre-market trading, with Dow futures inching down 0.1% to 28,231. S&P 500 futures declined less than 0.1% to 3,197. Markets got a big boost in confidence after the US and China announced a long-awaited Phase 1 trade deal. The two sides agreed to cut tariffs on some of each other's goods and postpone other tariff threats, the first time the two countries have stepped back from the brink in their 17-month trade fight. In return, China promised to ramp up its purchases of U.S. agricultural, energy and other goods and to stop forcing U.S. companies to turn over technology as a condition of doing business in that country. The trade pact alleviated some uncertainty, though many issues remain unresolved. As long as both sides continue to talk up the Phase 1 agreement, then Santa may well deliver the end of December rally that every investor craves this time of year. We just have to hope that we're not getting overly excited about an exquisitely wrapped lump of coal, Craig Erlamavanda said in a commentary. Stronger than forecast Chinese retail sales and factory activity in November have contributed to the festive mood. But a more sober appraisal of the future of Brexit has dampened investor spirits somewhat. After market rallies in Europe since last week's British election result, investors appeared spooked somewhat by reports that Prime Minister Boris Johnson wants to set up a law ruling that a trade deal with the EU must be struck by the end of the year. The move would set up another deadline that will hang over markets after Britain leaves the EU on January 31, as scheduled. The pound fell a sharp 1.1% to $1.3193. In Asian trading, Japan's benchmark Nikkei 225 added 0.5% to finish at 24,066.12, while South Korea's Kospi gained 1.3% to 2,195.68. Hong Kong's Hang Seng added 1.1% to 27,805.60, and the Shanghai. For more on this story, visit the news article link.